Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Ohemaa. Welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, hey. I know my nail is broken. My nail was broken. I know, on the wrong nail too. My nail is broken. I am sick. I'm swollen. I don't know what is happening. I've been sleeping earlier. My skin looks very dry. I have not been drinking more water. A lot of people have been telling me to zoom in more, and I know that I used to have a more zoomed in video, but then I changed it because I kept watching the girls and they kept going farther and farther away. But you know what? I am a makeup channel. I generally show you guys what I'm doing on my eyes and my face, and I like to talk you guys through what I'm doing. So it really didn't make sense for me to be moving farther and farther away from the screen. Okay, so we're back to being more in your face. If that's too much, just let me know and I'll back up a little bit. But I feel like this is perfect because I'm not too close, I'm not too far. You can still see my hands moving because I am a hand talker. Okay, so in today's video I am going to be doing a foundation routine. Generally when I'm showing you guys a foundation routine, it's in conjunction with like an eyeshadow look that I'm doing. So today I'm just gonna take my time and do a really quick, really simple foundation routine. So let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, I definitely need to show you guys like a full routine from skincare to makeup. So we're definitely going to be doing that really soon. We're going to be starting out with the Tatcha Liquid Silk Canvas. I've been using this for a while, ever since it dropped, and I feel like I have definitely let it drop by the roadside, and I think it's because I ended up trying like a bunch of different things, but I was on a trip to New York and I needed to make sure my makeup was gonna last. So I went back to this one. The makeup was popping the whole entire situation to get to New York. There's a vlog attached to that that's gonna come soon. The one thing with the Tatcha Silk Canvas is it ends up making me look a little bit kind of white in the face, which is fine because I'm gonna cover it with foundation. My foundation is deep enough to cover it anyway. But the idea behind this is that it evens out your skin tone to make everything, you know, look as gorgeous as possible. I do have oily skin and my nose gets really oily, so I always try to make sure that the sides of my nose and my actual nose is like really well primed. Now if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that I'm a primer user. And when I say primer user, like I don't just put a spot on my face and blend it in. I like to use the primer, that way the makeup does not slide off my face. Okay, I have a toss-up between the Urban Decay foundation and the Fenty foundation, only because they're both sitting on my table right now. I also have the Juvia's Place on my table, but we literally just used it in the previous video. I'm gonna use the Urban Decay. This is 92NN. This is my shade. I am gonna go ahead and blend it in with the Dark Skin Makeup Daily Blending Sponge. It's very soft. I have a ton of them, but of course I haven't washed my brushes, so I haven't actually, I haven't washed my sponges, so I haven't actually like been showing them to you because they're all literally used up right now. I just like to blend it in. I like this Urban Decay foundation because you can see, like, I literally have it only on one half of my face, and you can see how gorgeous it looks on. It looks very good. I like it. Okay, so I was in New York for a week. I'm gonna post the vlog soon, but when I got home, I was so swollen. Like, I feel like I'm still swollen. I don't know if I ate something that I had a reaction to, because I feel like everything I ate I had eaten before, but I did have some ramen that was really super duper salty, and also I wasn't drinking like a ton of water. So when I got home, it said that my weight had changed by 6 pounds, and I was in New York from Tuesday till Friday. Like, there is no way. Like, my face was visibly swollen. It was horrible. I think that I did film parts of it on the vlog for you guys, so I think you probably will see it if the vlog comes out, or when the vlog comes out, because editing vlogs is a lot. Okay, for me, editing vlogs is a whole lot. Okay, but my face has actually shrunk a bit now. It was a lot, and that was another reason why I didn't film, because I wasn't gonna come on and you guys were gonna see me swollen, congested, coughing, sneezing everywhere. It was crazy for me. Okay, I'm gonna be using the Juvia's Place concealer. I'm using the shade number 6 in the middle of my eye, and I'm going to use the shade number 4 on the outer parts and the rest of my face. And now the reason why I like using concealers that are very close to my foundation shade is because when you're dark skin, and you know, like when you're dark skin, the concealers that they make generally don't match the foundation range. And if you end up doing the thing where you use like the concealer that's like 3 to 4 shades lighter than your complexion, it ends up making it to where your foundation and your concealer don't actually match, at least for me. And I feel like I can make anything blend, but too bright under eye, I cannot finesse that baby. Okay, so I'm gonna blend with the rounded edge of the sponge. I always like to blend with the rounded edge of the sponge, and then I use the flat side for the powder. So I'm just gonna go in and blend the middle part out first. And then I'm going to go in and blend the outer corner of it. But listen, in all honesty, to each their own. If you feel like you can do the really bright under eye and make it work for you, listen, more power to you. Because I tried it, and a lot of you said that you liked it, and a lot of you said it looked good. But I honestly could not recognize myself. Like, it was a lot for me. And my lights are really bright, so whenever the light hit me, it was like very reflective, and it was a whole lot. Okay, it was a lot. So this is more my comfort zone, and if I need a little bit of brightness, I can always go in with some setting powder, and that will definitely give me brightness if I want brightness. Okay, blending in concealer can be a while, especially I'm trying not to blow it up so that it gets everywhere. Now, if you have concealer that has lines around it like this, I'm going to show you how to fix it. However, you don't want to blow out your concealer too much, because it can actually take over your foundation, and now your face looks like one big concealer, if that makes it just blends everything together, and you don't want that. So I try not to blow out my concealer too much. At some point I was doing that, and it wasn't Okay, now I feel like I'm not gonna edit this video too much. It's gonna be precisely whatever it is, because I'm literally just doing skin. Now, to blend the edges of all the concealers so that it looks like it's one cohesive unit, what I like to do is use the butt of the sponge, because I use it to blend my foundation. It makes it easier to blend out the concealer. So you can see before I had like this line over there, now it's like blended in. We're gonna do the same for the forehead. If you can see, there's like a line of demarcation around it, right? So I'm just gonna take my sponge and blend around the lines of it, and that literally instantly disappears, that line around my forehead. I love it. That's what I typically do with all the concealers. Now, the reason why I'm not going to be doing that too bright under eye like on a daily basis is because most women, okay, most people, most makeup lovers don't wear too bright under eye. I feel like too bright under eye is an online thing. It's an online makeup people thing, but it's not like a normal everyday woman thing, right? So if you're somebody who is just not getting into makeup and you see that too bright under eye, you try it, and now somebody says, oh my god, your makeup looks off, you'll never try makeup again, right? You'll never do it. I'm gonna go in with my setting powder. I'm using my Benign Nutmeg setting powder, okay? And I'm taking the flat side of the sponge. I'm gonna set everything. Listen, this is the natural look that I'm for, okay? Now if I want a little bit more brightness, I can always go over it with a powder that's a little bit brighter than my regular powder. But honestly, this is the vibe for me. Like, for too long, too many people have said that dark skinned people don't know how to do makeup, okay? And whenever I started, like, I didn't want to fall into that stereotype of your makeup is not blending, your makeup is not matching. So I did everything I possibly could to make sure that after I was done, that my makeup would match my neck and my chest and make it look good. So, you know, that's what I did. I am gonna take a little bit of the Dermal Blend Saffron Powder. It's a very bright yellow powder compared to the powder that I used. If you can see it, it's very bright, right? I am gonna take a little bit of it and I'm gonna put it right here. It's only going on the inner part of my face. I started putting powder on the corners of my lips because I have lines on the corners of my lips. I've always had lines on the corners of my lips. So I do this so that my lines will be settled and set that way. That way I don't end up ruining my makeup once it's done. I am using the Juvia's Place brow pencil, and this is the shade Ebony. This is the deepest shade that they offer. Okay, so this brush that I've been using for my brow cleanup, and it's actually from Dose of Colors. This is what it looks like. It's very, very thin. It has a spoolie, and the brush itself is so small. I'm gonna go in with a brow pencil. This is the shade Ebony. I am going to give myself a brow, okay? I'm using my Dose of Colors brush, and I'm going to be using the One Size Turn Up the Base Concealer. This is the shade Deep 3, and the reason why I'm using this shade is because it is what I would call a skin tone concealer, so that it could blend beautifully into the base that I already did and not look crazy. Now if I use a very bright concealer, I'm gonna have a hard time blending it into the surrounding complexion products that I've already used. So I just go in and I clean up the brows. Okay, so because the concealer is very close to my skin tone, I can also clean up the top of this brow. And it won't look crazy. It won't look like a floating brow. Okay, so I'm gonna do that. When it comes to my brows, this is the problem child. I'm gonna go in with the Urban Decay Eye Primer Potion. I like using an eyeshadow primer before I go in with anything on my eyelids, because the eyeshadow primer helps my eyelids not get oily and not like, so that the oils don't come through and ruin my look. Because I have a folded eyelid, whenever I look up, my eyes roll in. Because of that, I don't want any eyeshadow that I do to end up like creasing on me. I find that every time I use an eyeshadow primer, my eyeshadow lasts longer and it doesn't crease on me. I also put too much on today, so I'm probably gonna have a problem blending this in. I'm gonna use the Anastasia Beverly Hills concealer. This is the shade number 25. This is not the deepest shade. Or is it the deepest shade? 25 is the deepest shade that they offer. And of course you can blend this in with your sponge, which I never do because I always want the precision of using a blending brush to blend my base. But today I'm being adventurous. I have here the Vanessa palette that she did in collaboration with Juvia's Place. It's actually back in stock, so definitely check it out and use my code Ohemaa at checkout so you can get a discount on your order. This is not an affiliate code, but you do get a discount off your order. I'm gonna put this shade on the outer corners of my eye, and then I'm gonna put this shade on the inner corners of my eye. I think that would give me a very subtle look. This is a setting powder shade for me. It's crazy. Okay, now I'm going to take this shade and place it on the middle part of my eye. Oh, I love it. It's so subtle and so cute and so bright. I feel like this is the most subtle look I have created with this palette ever. Like, this is literally the most subtle look I've ever created with this palette. So I'm taking the Ohemaa palette and one of my makeup brushes. This is the Bonsa Beauty focus. This is my contour brush. Okay, so I absolutely love using this brush to apply my contour. You guys have seen me use this for the better part of a year. It used to have like a black handle and then it was a red handle forever, and I never actually told you guys what it was, but I love it because it blows out your contour so beautifully and it doesn't give you the harsh line on the contour. It applies it and all you literally have to do is just pat it in. You don't have to do extra and it doesn't look crazy on you. Okay, I'm gonna use one of my brushes. This is actually one that I use for setting my under eyes, and I'm gonna brush off the yellow powder that we put under the eyes. I'm congested like crazy. I think that's another reason why I have been avoiding filming. Okay, I'm gonna take my face brush and I'm just gonna run it over everything. This is one I generally put my... This is the one I use for my powder foundation. And I use my powder foundation as a finishing foundation because it helps blend everything together. I have been using the Fenty Beauty powder foundation, but I have also been using the I'm going in with a Nematang by Dose of Colors chocolate chip liner, but it's back in stock. You can use my code Ohemaa and save 20% off your order, so definitely look into that. Now this lip liner is actually our like perfect lip liner. So I'm gonna be using the lipstick that comes with the darker lip option collection. It's called Penny. Okay, I'm gonna put a little bit of the Juvia's Place, it's electric gloss over it. I would have used the Nematang gloss, but it's a bit dark, so I feel like it's gonna change the dynamic of the middle of my lips. So that's why I'm doing this. Okay guys, so I went ahead and did the part of my video that was supposed to be not on camera, or at least not for you guys to see yet. Okay guys, so this is my finished look. I actually haven't set my face yet. I'm gonna be using this One Size Until Dawn setting spray. Okay guys, so this is my finished look of me just, you know, doing makeup, doing a little chit chat with you guys. I honestly didn't think I was gonna do an eye look, but I really love the eye look that I came up with. Very natural, very neutral. I feel like this is I feel like this is something you can literally wear anywhere. You can even wear it to church, okay? You can wear this look to church without the lashes if you don't want to put lashes on for church. Definitely mascara only would be amazing. There's no highlighter on this look, so it's not going to be like too stand out-ish or too glam or too glitzy for church. But I definitely think that this would be a good look for church as well. Okay, let me know down below in the comments what you think about it. I feel like this is a very skin focused nude look. I did this look because of the next video that I'm gonna film is gonna be lip intensive, and I don't want my eyes to be too distracting with the lip combos that I'm gonna be throwing out there. Okay, so that's why. If you're not yet subscribed to my channel, definitely go ahead and subscribe because it means the world to me, and turn on your notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a new video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video.